This is your host, Tubi, and today's elephant is a live elephant. How is everyone doing today? Hope you're cozy, hope you're warm. I hope that this weather is treating you well. As you know, we're finally tackling the topic of feminism that we have put, to the side for a couple of years now. But nonetheless, we're finally talking about it. It's gonna be brief. People have a lot of problems with this. So yeah, let's begin with the definition of what feminism is. Feminism is a range of social political movements and ideologies that aim to define and establish the political, economic, personal, and social equality of sexes. Feminism holds a position that societies prioritize the male point of view and that women are treated unjustly in these societies. It's a noun. For short, it's just the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of equality of the sexes, basically. There has truly been a lot of controversy as to what being a feminist it is being taken too far, I feel sometimes. The feminist movement is also linked to the suffragettes, as you know. By the end of the 19th century, activism focused primarily on gaining political power and women's suffrage through feminists like Voltairine de Cleyre and Margaret Sanger, who were active in campaigning of women's sexual, reproductive, and economic rights. In Britain, the suffragists campaigning for the women's vote in 1918, the Representation of the People's Act in 1918 was passed, granting the vote to women over the age of 30 who owned houses. In 1928, this was extended to all women over 18. And remember, these were white women only. So when they say all women over 18, that was not the case, meaning that women of color or Hispanics or any nationality. And a lot of things encompasses the term feminist, like Roe versus Wade. As many of you know, we've been going through a lot of changes of laws and bills, things being passed against women, against the LGBTQ community that encompasses women, and many other things. There's so much to talk about this topic that I want to address, or rather discuss, is what is an actual feminist? What does that look like? We hear all the time that feminists hate men. That is actually not true. That is not the case. I know that this topic is going to bring a lot of controversy, and I respect everyone's opinion, and I'm just sharing some facts and possibly some opinions. But basically, the whole movement to feminism was basically for women to be equal to men in the aspects like work, equal pay. But I believe that the terms equality and equity can go hand in hand. And you could tell me if you agree or not. Because equality means individual or group of people is given the same resources or opportunities. Equity recognizes that each person has different needs, different circumstances, and allocate the exact resources and opportunities needed to reach an equal outcome. But yes, let's discuss this one further. So please leave your comments below, send me a DM. Let's discuss if you think that equity and equality can go hand in hand. I personally feel like feminism is a whole mess. Like it is. There is this whole debate between the real feminists and the opportunist feminists. Some people do not want to be associated with them, with that label, which is fine. Some people argue that if you experience sexual violence, then why are you strutting yourself naked? I personally do not think they are related. They do not go hand in hand. You can still own your power by giving consent when you want to. That's what feminism is about, right? Instead of it being taken away, and I think that's the difference, right? I think that's the big difference. I've seen plenty of documentaries about the movement of feminism and current feminists that are proud of what they're doing. What does being a feminist mean to you, fearless fan? Do you consider yourself a feminist? Anyone can be a feminist, I feel, not just women. As we already know, though the terms have encompasses whoever is fighting for the equality of women, of women. So, but let's begin with some facts about feminism. Information by DoSomething.org. Feminism is defined as the belief in the social, political, economic equality of the sexes. The goal of feminism is to challenge the systematic inequalities women face on a daily basis. Contrary to popular belief, feminism has nothing to do with belittling men. In fact, feminism does not support sexism against either gender. Feminism works towards equality, not female superiority. And I believe this needs to be addressed so we all could understand that it's not about belittling men, it's about or women being superior to men. It's about, striving for equality. Feminists respect individual, informed choices and believe that there shouldn't be a double standard in judging a person. Everyone has the right for sexual autonomy and the ability to make decisions about when, how, and with whom to conduct their sexual behavior. There isn't one type of feminism. There are a variety of feminist groups, including, for example, girly feminist, third wave feminism, uh, pro sex feminist, and so on. All these groups aim to deal with the different types of discrimination women and sometimes men face. Women earn 78 cents for every dollar a man makes. Only 17% of seats in Congress are held by women, although 48% of law graduates and 45% of law firm associates are female, whom women make up only 22% of the federal level and 26% of state level judgeships. In the 10 top paying jobs for women, females earn less than men. Only one career, speech pathology, pays the same regardless of gender. Despite previous attempts to rectify a UN treaty guaranteeing the elimination of all forms of discrimination, the U.S. refuses to support an international bill of rights for women signed by nearly every nation on the planet. What feminists want the world to know, or at least acknowledge, is the different ways men and women are treated. And although they have been great strides towards equality, women and men are far from playing on the same field. Which is true. We still see it to this day. And as much as we try to make it that is not about this, we're not about that, it is true. It is still happening. It is still little things that we still need to achieve. But we're getting there, and that's what matters. I believe that this is how it started with what I just read to you. When they're trying to strive the feminist movement, but or still trying to do to this day. But do you think they have lost their way? Do you think that they have shifted to another side, that they think that they're still doing what they thought they were doing? Leave your comments below and let me know. But this episode cannot continue without some quotes. So here we go. The problem with gender is that it prescribes how we should be rather than recognize how we are. Chimamanda Adichie. Adishi. I butchered the name and I apologize. I believe feminism is grounded in supporting the choices of women, even if we wouldn't make certain choices for ourselves. Roxanne Gay, the bad feminist. This is not a men versus women issue. It is about people versus prejudice. Laura Bates, everyday sexism. A woman stands up for herself without knowing it, possibly, without claiming it. She stands up for all women. Maya Angelou. How does feminism play a role in your life? Do you consider yourself a feminist? I always often hear that feminism is annoying, or feminists are annoying, or feminists are taking it too far, like with those stand-ins or stands-out, whatever you want to call it, with those marches of women being half naked or wearing uh, fake blood or the color red on themselves, and saying there's nothing wrong with periods, and which there's not, obviously. We know it exists, we know it's natural, as long as you're taking care of yourself, going to the doctor as often as you need to, that's what matters, right? But most people feel that it's being taken too far, and that this movement, right, has lost their way. Everything that I read, I feel like that is what we're coming to. I believe in the feminist movement. I do believe in women being equal to men in all aspects, including pay, including everything that deals with just being a person, right? But yes, we do have to work a little harder to get there. And that is where the feminist movement comes in, because everyone's like, but why? But it's the truth, right? But okay, Fearless fam, this was a very short episode, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you shared it. I want to hear all about it. I want to know if you disagree, what do you agree with. Like, just leave your comments below, as you always know. Support us at nofiltersnofearstudios.com. We have merch. We still donate to all the causes. And whoever needs a list, let me know. I will gladly provide which causes we are donating. Sometimes I post it up on Instagram. Remember to follow us there. Remember to follow us on YouTube. I try my best to work with that, as you already know. And remember to send me an email if you want to chat privately at chubigiro@nofiltersandfreestudios.com. And please remember to stay fearless.